Welcome to the Inspired Riding Podcast. I'm your host, Beth Lauren Parrish. As a certified riding instructor, remote coach, and rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a powerful form of hypnotherapy, I'm here to remind you to slow down, trust your intuition, and really deeply listen to your horse. And this will make for the best co-creative dances possible, whether you're on the ground or connecting on their backs. Thank you so much for being here, and here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. This one is titled Mental Health Tips Your Horse Wants You to Know. And these tips will be helpful even if you aren't in the horse world. I wrote this blog yesterday in honor of World Mental Health Day. So I'm going to read it here for you because I really think it's important that you hear these things. So if you don't know me, a quick intro and what to expect from it. I'm Beth Lauren Parrish, a horse riding instructor since the year 2000, certified since 2005, and then added certified hypnotherapist in 2022. To help those with or without horses to feel their best. I mention these dates to offer you a clear understanding that I felt stuck in one profession, 22 years to be exact, and then took a big leap of faith to jump into the unknown. Now, side note, I absolutely love teaching, but I never actually let myself dream of doing anything else. And whenever I did sort of feel into the idea of doing something else, I got too nervous, like, oh no, I've been teaching too long. I don't think I could do anything else. So this truly was a big leap of faith to go ahead and get certified as a hypnotherapist. So you'll see the social pictures that I post show that I've been incredibly successful, and I'm ever so grateful for that. But I also wanted to share the behind the curtain perspective with you, so you understand that everyone has their own obstacles in their minds that they often battle with quietly. I created this list of 5 ideas to help with your mental health, along with some explanations of how they helped me. Then I've added what your horses think of these ideas. And non-horse friends, I'm sure you'll still like their thoughts as well. All right, here we go. Number 1, when in doubt, when in self-doubt, doubt of how to move forward, or doubt if you can let go of past experiences, take a few moments to breathe. Seriously, pause and breathe. You can place a hand on your heart, your lower belly, or on something tangible near you, or perhaps a sweet dog or cat. As you breathe, say to yourself, I'm here to experience all of life. I accept how I feel right now. I am allowing myself to feel what I need to feel. I know that I can begin to make small changes when I'm ready, one stride at a time. I've had so many moments when I would feel like I was in over my head with life. I'm a big dreamer, and I often bite off way more than I can chew. But once I get still, breathe, and soften into the moment, I remind myself that there is no rush. I can go as slow as I need to. And this was clearly the only thing I could do when I was recovering from my surgeries. And if you'd like to see a full list of my mishaps and how I bounced back from them, you can check out my story on inspiredriding.com and just click on the About section. So please give yourself grace when you're working through something or multiple things. And your horses will be so grateful that you're taking these moments to be true to how you're feeling. They like when you tell them how you're feeling, even if it isn't pleasant. They actually feel relief when you're being congruent, meaning your inside feelings match the outward energy you're presenting. Be sure to tell them out loud how you're feeling and let them know that you're doing the best you can with how you've shown up today. You might be surprised by how they respond in beautifully supportive and kind ways. Number 2, naps are essential. If you're an overachiever, it can be so tempting to grab another coffee and push on through. But that can quickly lead to burnout in so many ways. If you allow yourself to take a 20-minute power nap, you can imagine like you've split your day into two, so you can have a whole new perspective for the second half. I've been known to get a feeling like I'm getting completely unplugged when it's time to take a power nap. I literally can't fight it anymore. It's my mind, body, and spirit saying very clearly, "Lady, you need to hit the reset button." And then when I wake up, everything feels so much easier than the hour before I was resisting that nap. So if you're able to allow yourself the time to nap, don't feel guilty about it. Think of naps as a superpower. You're recharging your battery to take on the rest of your day with gusto. And your horses understand the power of those little siestas. They take them any chance they can when they feel safe. When you allow yourself to take these naps, you're telling yourself that you are safe, and that does wonders for your nervous system. Here's number 3. Allow showers to cleanse your mind as well as your body. If you have a lot of unwanted thoughts that like to creep into your mind throughout the day, showers, or water in general, help you clear these out faster than anything I've ever experienced. Make it a ritual to shower more often and do the following exercise. As I let the water wash over me, I allow the unwanted, negative, ridiculous thoughts to show up, and then I tell them to go down the drain. This has helped me in so many ways, especially when I would get fixated on an issue, when I didn't feel like I could help someone completely. That people-pleasing tendency will often rear its ugly head when I'm tired, hence the naps in number 2. Or when I'm overwhelmed, see number 1 again. As I allow the negative thoughts to wash away down the drain, I ask myself, what thoughts would serve me the most? I often get insights towards a new creative project, or a quiet whisper saying, "I am enough. I am capable of amazing things." And most importantly, I remind myself that I am not here to save anyone. I'm here to guide and offer new perspectives, but I can't take the reins for anyone. They need to grab life by the unicorn horn all by themselves to feel their power from within. And the horses would encourage you to also do this ritual when cleaning up their manure. You can imagine every pile of manure is like a negative thought that you get to fling away and create a much tidier and happier place for them to live, as well as the same for you in your mind. Okay, we're up to number 4. Are you ready? Turn off your phone completely. Gasp! I said it! Guess what? Everything will be okay, I promise. Unless you're on call as a first responder or have someone that would really need you for an emergency, in that case, turn your phone to Do Not Disturb except for those numbers. But if you have the ability to schedule time to turn off your phone for extended periods of time, I highly recommend this liberating feeling. Grab one of the books that have been quietly waiting on your shelf for you to dive into. Go spend more time with your loved ones, your animals, or in nature, or all of these together. The feeling of turning off the phone can feel daunting, as we are so trained to continue checking it, but that's why it's even more important to shake free from it as often as possible. When I do my hypnotherapy sessions, they are all through my computer, so I get this jump in my heart with excitement that I get to turn off my phone completely. When complete, I've been experimenting with waiting longer and longer to turn it back on. It allows me to focus on more of what truly matters in my life. Being able to be fully present to whatever my heart is guiding me towards. It could be having long and interesting conversations and walks with my husband and 2 cute dogs. Well, my husband is cute too, but let's get back to the subject at hand. It could be spending time with my horses without the need to do selfies with them. Although they have reached expert level at this point, as Pepper Pony looks at himself as he nibbles my back to show off his teeth, and Indy does his funny face as soon as he sees the phone. But can you see how my focus shifts so easily? That's why turning off the phone is imperative. I hope you'll be inspired to be brave and shut off the loud parties happening on those small, Jetson dreamed up screens. You will finally notice how you feel about things, as turning off your phone will encourage you to think for yourself again. Yes, I said that. And remind yourself that you are powerful. Those little screens don't usually want you to remember that. And our horses don't really understand this weird fascination we have with those little screens. All they notice is our attention is completely split. Their human isn't truly with them. And that can cause resentment at the very least, all the way up to dangerous situations at the worst. Be with your horse in all ways as much as possible. Your clear and focused mind, body, and spirit are what they crave to be around. As I like to say, do this to become the rider your horse can trust. Okay, we've gotten to number 5. Engage in joy in any form. When was the last time you laughed so hard you had to run to the bathroom to pee? Or is that just me? Anyhow, I want you to create a game to see if you can find things that make you laugh and then share them with others. Because laughing and smiling is contagious and so incredibly good for your mental state. My husband and I often play little games of making up lyrics about our animals to make each other laugh. When our bearded collie, Obi-Wan, was so excited about his car rides, he would poke his nose out of the window and then look back at our border collie, Bridget, with such satisfaction and his face hair pushed back wildly. And every time I would hear my husband begin the updated version of A Whole New World from Aladdin, just for our dogs. Okay, here are the lyrics. You're welcome. I can smell you, the world, stinky, odoriferous, and splendid. Tell me, Bridget, now when did you last let your nose decide? A whole new world. I can open your nose, take you odor by odor. When they start that big motor, we can take the magic ride. A whole new world. With new aromas to pursue, we can go everywhere and smell what's there. Let me share this smelly world with you. Okay, I really appreciate you listening to me sing. And hopefully it made you laugh a little bit. So I want to share also, I've recently started watching golf on television again, as it used to actually make me a little sad that I wasn't playing consistently. So believe it or not, that was my other major passion along with riding. I used to be the only woman on the high school golf team. So now I have shifted my thoughts about it, and I can truly cheer on every player and even imagine I'm playing the course with them. I do have plans to start playing again now that the weather has finally cooled down where we are, which is south of Hotlanta, Georgia. It now brings me so much joy to see the players get in their groove and also how they come back after setbacks. And that's what life is all about. Your comebacks need to be stronger than your setbacks. And finding all the tiny ways to be grateful and joyful are key when it comes to being kinder to your mind. Your mind is always listening, so you might as well give it information that will excite your imagination. What will you dream up next so you can engage in more joy? And your horses absolutely adore when humans tap into that inner joyful feeling, much like when they were children. I let my inner 11-year-old self out to play nearly all the time when I'm with my pony. He really loves when we run together in the arena and tosses his mane with glee as he does his best Tigger from Winnie the Pooh impressions when I quickly change direction. It's an incredible feeling to allow ourselves to simply enjoy the moment. Remember, you have the ability to shift your thoughts. And when you choose better feeling thoughts, your whole world can change. You've got this. Your horse believes in you, and so do I. And I just want to point out, I've created some resources for you to check out. If you go to the blog, inspiredriding.com/blog, and look for this title, Mental Health Tips Your Horse Wants You to Know. And you'll find at the bottom of the blog the links to the self-hypnosis audio subscription, where you can actually check out a complimentary audio called Come Back to Your Calm State. And then for those who ride, I've listed there the beach ride meditation, which you can find on YouTube as well. That one's really peaceful and it helps you feel safe, supported, and loved while imagining you're on a beach with your horse. And if you're feeling like things are really weighing you down, you can listen to an 8-minute audio while standing up to clean up your energy field. It's called the Energetic Housekeeper. That's also on YouTube as well. And if you're interested in powerful hypnotherapy sessions with me that I offer online worldwide, please check out inspiredriding.com/RTT. That stands for Rapid Transformational Therapy. You could also just go to inspiredriding.com and you'll see it in the menu there. So I really hope these tips helped you. Please email me, let me know. And if you enjoyed this podcast, do create a review, although maybe give me a little slack for the singing part. All right. I'm sending love to all of you. And remember to lead with kindness for yourself and for your horse. Thank you so much for listening. And may the horse be with you always.